What's up, guys, and welcome to the Strength Shack. Just going to go through a quick get up and moving session, about 20-30 minutes of mobility. What you'll need is a roller. If you have a peanut, you can use that for some of the back rolling, and a small trigger ball or a lacrosse ball. Right? Let's start off with the roller. Again, this is an option. You can use the peanut if you like. We're just going to go through the T-spine, okay? So from the middle of my back here, up towards the top of my shoulder blades. I'm going to pin that down on the roller, give myself a nice big hug. And picking my hips up off the ground, rolling straight up and down the roller. Trying to find some tight, gritty spots, bit of sore spots or anything like that. After a few passes with the arms crossed, I like to hop down, take the hands all the way above the head and just try and extend the spine over the roller. Try and relax. Just let your body open up. Keeping your hips on the floor. No need to roll in this position here. We're just going to open up the back. Get some extension through the spine. Good. All right. From there, I always like to go onto the lats. So you can keep the arms above the head. Maybe go to one side. I've got my right lat on the roller at the moment. I'm going to push up and down. Try to find, again, one of those sore spots. And I've just found a trigger point here. So what I can do is just small little rolls over the spot. And even taking my body weight forwards and backwards, trying to see if I can get a better leverage point, which I have found. Just trying to gently work over the knot. Try not to let it jump off the roller. You want to pin it down here. Good, and we'll switch sides. Ooh. With foam rolling and release work, it's important to try and relax as best as you can. If you're tense and, bracing your body for the roller isn't going to have the same effect on the muscles. So nice and relaxed. If you can just focus on controlled deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. That roller will get in deeper and deeper into the tissue. Awesome. All right, we'll jump up onto the roller, sitting on the roller for me. We're going to go through a glute rolling. So I'll start with my left side. I'll put my left foot on my right knee, and I'm going to lean into that left glute. So really opening up. I've already got a stretch in the glute. And then just like with the back, I'm going to roll up and down, trying to find some sore spots in the muscle. Once you find a sore spot here, you can just sit on it for a moment. Same deal, you can twist your body side to side and just try and leverage your body weight on the trigger point as best you can. Pretty tight. If you want to get more of a stretch, you can pull the knee in towards your chest. That's about time. We'll switch over to the other leg. So right foot on the left knee, right hand out to the side, just trying to get our body weight on top of the glute there. Now, the guideline with foam rolling is I want to spend about a minute to a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes on the worst muscles, but spending a good amount of time just working over the trigger points. So don't just rush through the rolling. You'll notice that I'm just gently working up and down. When I find a spot, I'll sit on that for a while. I'll move my body weight back and forth and just see if I can find any more sore spots, whilst focusing on relaxing and deep breathing into the movement. I know there's a lot going on. Once again, you can pull the knee into the chest to get more of a stretch on the glute. All right. We'll switch it up, guys. Moving on to the quads here. We'll do one leg at a time. If you have a big roller, if you have a double size, I still want you to do one leg at a time because I find it more effective. But if you set up with the working leg just straight on the roller like so, your other leg can be out to the side. It doesn't really matter where the other leg is, but this is how I set up my outside leg. And once again, so just got the leg on the roller. I'm going to start by rolling straight up and down the muscle belly, right in the meaty part of the quad. And if that's not too sore, which is not too bad there at the moment, what I'm going to do is I'll start by rotating my toe in or out and just see if I can target a slightly different part of the quad. And there, I found my trigger point. So I'm going to pin down the trigger point there on my quad. Small little rolls on the muscle. Try not to let that trigger point jump off the roller. And for an extra bit of spice on this one, I'm just going to bring my heel all the way in, nice and slowly, all the way in towards my butt. And then extend my leg straight back out. So trying to pin that knot down still. This is a pin and stretch technique. This one's really good for just working the trigger point through some range of motion, trying to release it differently. And on that trigger point there, I'll do one more. So that's down towards my knee. I'm going to focus, trying to get the roller up towards my hip a bit higher. And I've been sitting down a lot today, so my hip flexors are pretty sore. Found a spot there pretty quickly. And we're just going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to pin my leg down. I've got the trigger point on the roller. And then that heel up towards the butt. And back down. Stay nice and relaxed as best you can. This one's pretty sore today. All right, and we'll switch legs. So once again, just straight up and down the middle of the quad. Trying to find those trigger points, those sore spots that make you want to get off the foam roller. That's what we're trying to find. And also rolling down there by my knee, I'll turn my foot in slightly. It's really lit that up. Working out towards the hip flexor again. Now this might not be the same on both sides. We're not perfect human beings. We're not always going to feel the same things on both sides. Definitely feel it more towards the knee on this leg. But even there towards the hip flexor, I found a spot that is a little bit tight. We'll go through both sides just because it's good to take care of the whole body. But just pay attention to your troubled areas. And that's where you might need to spend a bit longer, maybe 2 or 3 minutes on that spot. And if you've got a spot that isn't feeling so bad, might just need 30 seconds or so, just trying to just get some blood flow and break down some fascia in that spot there. And that's good. We'll get rid of the roller, guys. I've got one more release work drill, and then we'll get into some movement. So if you can grab your lacrosse ball, or trigger ball, what I want you to do is start by lying on your back, grabbing that ball and pinning it right behind your shoulder, right behind the head of your humerus here. So feel that kind of on the side. I'm going to roll up over onto the ball. And I'm trying to pin down, it's a pretty small muscle here in the rotator cuff, the teres minor, maybe the infraspinatus, depending on how well developed your rotator cuff is. And right there, I've pinned down the spot. So I've got my shoulders pretty much stacked on top of each other. They're pushing straight down into the ball. That ball's on the teres. I feel that pretty sore. You'll know when you've got this one in the right spot. And just from there, guys, we're going to rotate our shoulder externally, taking our hand to the floor. And internally, this is a sleeper stretch. Oh, I can't go any further that way yet. We'll do a few, we'll do 3 on each side. So taking that hand externally back and bringing it in. Oh. Good. Well, I got a bit of range of motion improvement there. Show you guys from the other angle. We'll go onto the both sides. Sorry, we'll do both sides. So going onto the opposite. So you roll up onto the side there. Got the ball pinned down. My shoulders are pretty stacked. Head's in a nice straight line. Then we're going to rotate back. And rotate in. Really tight there when I'm rotating internally. Trying to keep your shoulder down on the floor always. Okay, this might want to pop up for some people. Shoulder is always staying down. And last one here. Awesome. All right, guys. Now this would not be a get up and moving session if we didn't get the heart rate elevated a little bit. So I'll take you through these 4 exercises here, which are intended to just open up your body a bit more and get your heart rate elevated as well. We'll start off with the inchworm. So you just need a little bit of room. And for the inchworm, what we'll do is we'll start by bringing our hands straight down to the floor and walking straight out as far as we can. Small steps with our hands, trying to keep our body nice and still. And then we're going to inch our toes up nice and slowly back to our hands. All right, feel a stretch at the top, walk back out. Good, I'm just tucking myself in and show you guys the reverse view. Excuse me. But walking hands out. And feet in. Good, so we've done 4 reps there. We're going to pair that with the Spider-Man lunge with rotation, okay? So back in your original position. Take a big step forwards and out. Feeling a stretch on the hip flexor already. I'm going to bring my hands down towards my foot in front. And then I'm going to open up, reaching towards the ceiling, driving my bottom elbow in against my knee, and back down. All right, I'm going to push back up to my start position. And I'm going to go with the other leg. Stepping out, hands towards the foot, rotate up. That's 2. We'll do 4 here. Nice. We'll go another round through, so inchworm, 4 reps. This way for you. Great job there on the inchworms. We'll do another round of Spider-Man lunges. So big step forward, reaching up and back. Wonderful. All right, guys. Now, I know I said I had 4 exercises, but I was lying. All right, so we've got our get up and moving done for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Feeling a little bit better from just getting the heart rate up and getting the body moving. But thanks very much for joining. See you next time.